All right. Welcome back to Dank Scott Traders Hub. Yeah, welcome. All right, apologies for that. Now we are back. Good morning again. Once again, those who are already watching us, those who are already online, welcome. Now, without any further ado, we are late, that 9 minutes late. So let's get straight to the prayer and get this session started. Father, we bless your name. We love you. We say thank you for your goodness, for your loving kindness. Thank you that we are here for yet another session. Today is a 23rd of July 2026. We bless you that you've brought us this far, and we know today you're about to do us good, oh God. Thank you for yesterday's profits and some losses that we made. We know we'll be able to recover, but thank you in general for the profits we are able to make and for the trade setups you gave unto us. We say thank you that you're doing the same even today. You're giving us better results, better setups, better entry and exit levels, because that's what you do. We give you praise. We give you all the honor. In Jesus' name we've prayed and believed. Amen and amen. Ladies and gentlemen, now we go straight into gold. I want to remind you that those who are here for the very first time, you guys can actually go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell button, and also hit the like button, which is the thumbs up button, and be part of the community. It doesn't cost you a thing. It is just as simple as just 1-2 clicks and you're done with that, and I treasure it. It is something that we treasure right here, because we keep on growing the community together of the traders that trade the same things and have the same mindset. Anyways, enough of the chit chat. Let's talk about what happened yesterday in gold. Now, what you're seeing right now on your chart, this was yesterday's trade. Those who remember, those who are on VIP, I told you that we entered a sale right there, and immediately when we entered, because I was waiting for that price to be below my 10 EMA, it had given me that change of character, and then of course went ahead to mitigate that level, and then started to drop. That was on the entry we made on that same candle. It dropped. It was like some kind of news in, I don't know, even it dropped massively, and then within few minutes it went back up. I had not broken even. I was off the charts. I had not broken even, and it came and took me out immediately. That was yesterday's trade, so I can delete that. So it pulled back, went above our level there to actually take us out, and then as the night closed, or as the day closed yesterday, it started to drop back into the same level we were looking at getting. This this is the trade we wanted. It's coming to here. It's actually coming here before we can get to see buys later. So so that was the first trade we lost yesterday. But I should not have lost it. I should have at least broken even, because that was an M15 candle, and we entered just above that candle when price was below our 10 MA. So I should not have lost it, because it actually gave us a 1-to-1 where we had put our stop loss. It actually gave us a 1-to-1 risk to reward, because our stop loss was right about there. So it actually gave us a 1-to-1 risk to reward before it went ahead and took us out there. So I should have moved out with some money, or at break even at least. All right, so now let's look at what we are looking at. So we are anticipating price, of course, to come here. That was yesterday's. But what is this level? We first delete that. What is this level? Let's go all the way back to daily time frame. So we know we had a breakout there, and actually that breakout is of H4. Yeah, that breakout, resistance breakout, is on H4. So we have been waiting for this pullback on this order block right here, or all the way to this level right there. It may not come all the way back here. So this here matches with the fib retracement level from this very level to there. This here, you can see 61.8 is right about there, matches with fib retracement level. This is the order block that actually activated this huge momentum move to the upside. So this order block here, so price can easily drop all the way here or come around there. So you need to understand that when you're trading, and know which if you don't see any reaction on this order block, then know that it's dropping all the way here. But right now we are selling. We are massively selling. We are massively selling. I thought it was actually going to react on that, but that was already mitigated. So it reacted on this previous one. It reacted on that, on this very order block right here, according to H4. This is the one that it reacted on right there. It is the previous one. It is actually a resistance level. It is a strong resistance level. Yeah, it's a strong resistance level. I can drop to H1 and make it smaller, because that is too big. Can look for the one for H1, and that will be the H1 order block right about there. That will be the one for H1, and that's where price reacted on before it started to sell. So now, according to H1, this was a break of structure, higher high. Okay, one can say this is a higher low. Try to go back for a high, failed. Now it is dropping. It has given the change of character right about here, right about there, as it started the day. So that became the change of character to the downside on H1. But if you go to M15, this is where the change of character was. It was yesterday. It was created yesterday right there. That was where the change of character was. So for today, it is here for H1, and now we are dropping massively into sales. We are massively in sales. So what can we see now? What are we seeing? We have a confluence area around here. Is price going to react to it? I doubt it will. Can we enter? No, we can't. What is this here? Do I need it? No, we don't need it. Okay, so this move is already happening. We just have it right here. This is the move that we are looking at. This we did it. We are looking at price coming to that level right there. So now, what is this level that price has just broken out of? Let's go to M15. we look at it, we mark it properly so that we can work with it. So that's the level right there. First gave a fake breakout here, fake breakout also here, and now we see price breaking it out perfectly. So that tells me that I'm actually going to see, I may see a pullback to that level again before we continue. If I'm to enter, I may have to wait for the pullback. So I'm gonna be patient right here, right where we are right now. I'm gonna be patient. If price reacts on this, then I'm going to be patient for the pullback. If this happens, then I will be entering the sell from there to here. That will be my trade for the day. This will be enough for the day if I can get that sell today, probably around the New York session. That will be around the overlap of New York and London session. Yeah, that's where I may be waiting from around that time, which will be 3:30 4 p.m. all right, 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. around there. That's when this move here may happen. In the London session that has already started, we may or may not see the pullback. Remember what please mark my words. We may or we may not see. Just mark that. If it breaks here and doesn't react on that level there, then it's dropping massively to this level, and that's it. So until then, no business. We have no business with gold. If I don't see a reaction here, then I won't be having any business. Let's confirm with our indicator down below. We are getting some shadows of oversold, meaning we may see some reaction there. Let's go to M5. Yeah, we're getting a strong reaction of oversold, so probably we might actually see this pullback. So let's be patient and see what price is having in store for us. So we are going to leave this on M5. That's what I want to see. M5 to give me a pullback, and according to M5 and M15, and then we get in again with sales probably there or right here on the breakout, on this very breakout here. That's it. Hey Abdul, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Let me know where you're watching from, and of course what other assets are you trading today, apart from gold, Boom 1000 and V75. Which other assets are you trading? Maybe we could pick one or two and we analyze them before we call it a day today. So anyways, welcome, thank you for coming around, and of course if you haven't subscribed, make it a point to subscribe. It helps us to keep growing the account, to keep growing the community. We are a community of traders who trade with smart money. That is our strategy. That is it. I do price action, which is of course involved within smart money. So it's purely smart money where we have market structure and price action part of the strategy. Anyways, that's it. Let me wish you a good trading day if you are here for the first time, and hopefully we will see you even tomorrow, because we are here every day, Monday to Friday, 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. East African time. All right, so that's enough on gold. We wait to see the reaction right here or the breakout. If it breaks out here probably on M15 and closes below that, we may get to continue with sales, but I doubt it's gonna happen according to what we've seen on this signal of ours coming from CCI and RSI down below here. So let's wait for that. Let's now drop to Boom 1000. Let's go to Boom 1000. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have an account where you can trade these assets, I want to remind you that there is a link in the description below where you can access the broker that I trade with and be part of it, you'll be able to register an account and trade all these other assets that we are trading right here on this channel. Remember, these assets were voted by you guys, by the community. That's why we have 3 assets that we focus on. That is gold, Boom 1000, and V75. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Boom 1000 yesterday, we were looking for continuation of sales. Yeah, and I told you yesterday this sale was going to continue all the way to this level. This was our TP level. Those who remember, I told you. Now, when it did this pullback, when it gave me this pullback, I had my risk to reward tool there and put it there. I did not trade it because we were already in other trades, so I did not trade. I don't overtrade. Yeah, I did not trade it because we had already entered gold and V75, and then later we had a jump 10 added to our list of trades. So this I did not trade, but it actually moved exactly the way I anticipated it. This is where I put my where I would have entered because of how it was moving. Lower low, lower high there, then drop to give us a lower low and hitting the target, and that's how it happened. So reaching here on the target just like we had anticipated, it reacted on it, tried to, you know, push for the buys, failed, and then the day closed when it had given a fake breakout down below on that level. This, remember, this is a fair value gap on H4. So let's look at it. Before we look at it, let me first delete all these that we no longer need. Let's delete that. Let's delete that. Right. So now let's go all the way to daily time frame and we look at it. So this is what we are, where we are. Yesterday closed as a massive drop for sales. Wow. We might actually continue with sales having seen this today. That is some strong bearish momentum. It's not going to look for, it's not just going to look for buys out of nowhere. According to that momentum, it's not going to just look for buys like that. It's gonna first drop again for sales and then start to consolidate, and probably we get to see buys later. But now, looking at that momentum, yeah, we are still very bearish. So that is on daily time frame. That is on daily time frame. Remember, we had a head and shoulder, an inverted head and shoulder. We are anticipating price to actually reach that level according to this head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder. So this is a target right here. This is our head, this is our left shoulder, this is our right shoulder, and we are anticipating price to get all the way up there. So that's how it is on daily time frame. Now if we go to H4, we don't need this, we don't need that, we don't need this, neither do we need that. So this was the trade right here, and we saw it yesterday happening, and now we have this order block where this bullish momentum started from right about there to get us there. So price is likely to keep dropping to reach this order block. So according to H4, you can see that we had about 2 candles trying to push for buys but failed. Right now you can see we have a rejection coming in from sellers and some good momentum of sellers already pushing price to come to this level. So that tells you what we've actually seen on on daily time frame. So let's see the signal coming in from H4. Yeah, the signal is a bullish signal. We need to be looking for bulls, but we've seen already on the daily time frame that we are not yet ready because the bears are still strong. The bears are still strong. So we are likely going to continue with this bearish move until we come to this order block. Then from there we might get a strong signal for the bulls to come in. So now I'm gonna shift this to down below here for now. for now. This was our fair value gap on H4, which we anticipated price might first mitigate. It mitigated it yesterday and even gave us a reaction to the bulls, but it was not that strong. Bears were still very strong. That's why we are seeing price is somehow going to it's not going to respect that fair value gap. We are likely going to continue dropping, but we need to confirm it on lower time frame whether we will be able to enter. Yeah, we actually going to enter. Look at H1, strong signal of bears. Now this is a weak signal of bulls, meaning we are still very bullish, bearish. So let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. Is price below our 10 MA? I believe so. Yeah, it's below our 10 MA, meaning we are bearish. We are still bearish. Where is our H1 order block? This is our H1 order block, right about there. Right about there. So price is coming to this level. Our understanding is price is coming to a level like that on H4 and H1. Let's go to drop. Let's drop to M15. Do we have a signal to continue selling? No. We have a signal to continue buying. To actually get in with buys. So that means for me to enter any sales, I'm gonna wait for price to break this level if I want actually to enter any sales today, according to Boom 1000. I will be waiting for the breakout like that. Breakout here and enter immediately. That's it. That's my final verdict on this asset. That's my final. Yeah, that's my final thing. According to M15, M5, we are supposed to be looking for bulls. Even on H4, we're supposed to be looking for bulls. But we have seen that the signal is not strong for the bulls. So we have this order block, which is of H1 and H4 down below here, where price may first drop back to before we get to see the bulls come in. So that's what I will be waiting for. That's what I will be waiting for. Look at that. We are consolidating. Now, as a matter of fact, I want to also let you know that if price keeps on here and fails to break down below, don't forget that it can break up here, and that will tell us the bulls have started. You have to remember that. If it breaks this on M15, then we have started the bulls. We have started a bullish momentum right about there. So don't be rigid and just wait for the sales, just like I've told you. If price breaks here, then we are selling. If price breaks down up there, then we will get to see the bulls, just like we already want according to H4 time frame. Just like we already want according to H4 time frame, having mitigated that fair value gap right here. Remember that fair value gap was matching with our fib retracement level. Yeah, in discount, you can clearly see that the fib, this fair value, this FVG fair value gap was in discount, and now price is in discount. So whatever happens here, the way this candle closes of H4 is going to tell us volumes of what we need to do next. So let's wait and be patient with that. Now, V75. Oh yeah, Lucy, you have to do that. You have to remember that every day you have an opportunity to enter 3 trades as a day trader. Every day you have an opportunity to enter 3 trades as a day trader. So if you find yourself losing the first 2 trades, you're done for the day. Don't try to look for the third one. Yes, of course, you have an opportunity for 3 trades, but it doesn't mean you trade all of them. If you trade the first one and it gives you enough money for the day, why do you go for the second trade? That is the discipline we always talk about. So if you lose the first one, you have an opportunity to recover on the second one. If you also lose on the second one, on the second trade, call it a day. Relax, reset your mindset, come tomorrow looking for better trades to recover what you've lost on those 2 trades. That's how we trade. That's the discipline you guys have to cultivate within you. It takes some time, and it takes self-control to actually do that. It doesn't happen just like that. There's when you see a trade and it is a good trade. Of course, you've analyzed all these assets. You know what you're looking for. But if you have entered some other trades, it doesn't mean that everything that you've already analyzed, you need to enter, even when they are actually giving exactly what you needed. You've already set your target. You've already lost 2 trades. You don't have to risk to enter a 3rd or 4th trade because it has actually acted in your way. No. As good as it looks, you close your charts and call it a day. You've already lost 2 trades. You don't want to put your account at risk when you're entering another trade. That's it. Let's now look at V75. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're here for the first time, I want to remind you that it's very okay to subscribe. It's free of charge. I don't charge you to subscribe. YouTube is free, by the way. Yeah, so I don't have not yet monetized that I can actually tell you to join my to have a membership account where you can join and pay for monthly. No, I don't do that. So you can be part of this. Just hit subscribe. It doesn't take much of your time. It's about 2-3 seconds, and it is the very easiest way to support this channel. All right, thank you for doing that in advance. Let's now look at V75. This, I feel like I want to I feel like I wanted to fight with this asset actually yesterday. Truthfully, I want to tell you the truth. I felt bad when I came back because yesterday was a Wednesday, so I had a midweek service to attend. So when I came back, I found that actually it had taken me out. The good thing is I had already seen this. Let me show you what happened to this asset before we can look at today's whole market. So our trade was here. This was our trade here when it broke out. So we entered around there. That's where we entered, and then we had our stop loss just above there, above this. That's where we had our stop loss. So when it gave us these profits and then pulled back there and then came back, I brought my stop loss to break even right there, and then I went away from the charts. So I was very sure that it is dropping. It's continuing to drop just like we wanted, because we had a very huge target. This was our target right here, all the way down below to that level, you know. So yeah, I went away because look at those 2 candles. Look at those 2 candles. They are massive candles. I was not expecting price to fail to take out this lower low right here, but it did somehow crazy. It did fail to break that previous lower low and pulled back, taking me out and reacting all the way to our support trend line, making it a support resistance trend line right there, reacting all the way there, and later starting to drop today morning, starting to drop massively. Now when it reacted all the way there, I had come back already from church, so I looked at that order block and it was a strong resistance level, and that's why you found me having my entry around there. Of course, I did not enter, but I just had it because I knew price was not going to break it. Why? Because we had a lot of confluence of that signal. Look at this. This is a support, a resistance, and this is a support resistance. So all that is showing you that price is going to be hard for price to break that level and actually look for the bulls here. That was enough to tell me that we are going to get another entry for sales right there. So it happened, but I couldn't enter it. Why? Because I had already lost that trade, took me out on break even, and of course I had already lost the gold trade, and I was in the J10 trade, so I couldn't enter the fourth trade right there. So that's it. Let's now talk about today. Let's talk about today. What are we seeing according to, let's first look at how the day closed yesterday, then we can start from there. So we closed with a rejection coming in from bulls. We are reacting on that order block of the daily time frame. Remember, I told you if the day closed below that, we will be very bullish. It did not close. So today has started again with a strong bearish move. Is it going to close below it? We don't know, because remember, this is a level of our change of character. If price closes below this becomes our change of character. This will becomes our daily choke. That becomes our daily choke right there. But price did not close below it, so it was never confirmed to be a change of character. So we have today to actually wait for that to happen. All right, so enough of that. So what are we seeing here? Remember, this is a daily order block, and this here now is the H4 within the daily order block. So price is reacting there. There is rejection already. Yesterday we saw that rejection before the day closed, and now we are already seeing rejection coming in from the bulls, rejecting that same level. What is a signal confirming this? Let's first delete all these here so we have a clear chart. Let me delete this line, of course. What do we have to confirm, to verify with this very asset? We're still very bearish according to H4. Why? I showed it to you yesterday because of this level. This is where we started to see the move of sales. This was our change of character. One may say, okay, this was one, but it is actually more clear on H1 than on H4. So ours would be here on H4, then change of character, lower low, lower high, lower low, then mitigation move to take out stop losses, then dropped massively to start selling, but then reached on this order block, which is holding price now. It is sort of like actually a support, sort of. Yeah, this level did not touch it, so came here. So it is a strong level right now. That's why we are seeing price reacting on that level. Go back to the daily. This is the order block, this candle here, making it a support. According to daily time frame, this is a support, meaning we are going to be anticipating a range. Price is going to be ranging between these levels. Price is currently ranging. You can say this is the first range level, and this here right there is our second range right there. Price is ranging between those two levels. Price is ranging between those two levels. So what does this tell us? This tells us that we are not ready to actually continue with sales. We may see another move to take us right there, and then probably later, probably within 2-3 days, we get to see a drop to break out here and continue with the sales. But as of today, I'm gonna wait for this candle to close, this H4 candle. It will tell me what I need to know. it will actually tell me what I need to know. Let's go to H1. Let's look at H1. What are we having? Break of structure. So this is our lower low. So the moment price fails to break this and gives us a market structure shift, we are on for the bulls. We may wait for them on M15. So what am I going to wait for on M15? A structure like this, a structure like this, and then for probably a pullback to here, then I can enter my bulls to take me up. This will be the anticipation of a change of character level, like around there, because of this order block here. So something like that. If this happens, I'm gonna be waiting for it right here for the bulls, or I will enter the risky entry right about here before it does a liquidity sweep here or down here later. I don't know if what I'm saying you guys are getting it. For if you want more information about smart money, you know, in smart money we talk about liquidity sweeps, we talk about a stop hands, we talk about, you know, all these other concepts that we talk about. You need to register for the class. If you are interested in learning this fully, a full blast of this very strategy, let me know in the comment section. I'll be sending you the number to call or the number to WhatsApp me on. But again, all the information is in the description below, so you can always go to the description of this live stream and get the information you want to know, on how to contact me if you want to be part of the class, any mentorship class that I hold throughout the year. Anyways, that's it. This is what I'm gonna be waiting on for today. If price happens to break out here and closes, then we have sales and entry to hold this sell, to the downside. So if price happens to break out here and closes below this level, then you can as well enter that risky entry to get in with a sell to take us all the way to this. This will be a swing trade if we happen to enter that sell. But as of now, I'm actually not looking at sells. I'm actually looking at getting this entry, this bull entry right here, this bull entry right there for this pullback. Just like I've showed you, we are ranging somehow in H4 and daily time frame. So until we see this, we may not get enough momentum to break this order block right there, which is currently a support. So until we get enough momentum around such a level, we may not see a breakout here. So that's why this pullback is necessary to get enough momentum to break out this support. Enough of that. Yesterday we also traded J10, so I'm gonna just go to J10. We still have about 14 minutes before we can close the day, the session. Let's look at J10 and we call it a day. This was our J10. I hope those who are on VIP were able to recover from the losses of gold and made money right here, because I don't know if you guys had broken even on gold, those who are on VIP, but those who are broken on V75, but I had broken even on V75, but I had not broken even on gold. So this one here, this one trade recovered that loss perfectly, because this was a good trade right here. Our stop loss was here. Somehow it just missed my TP. My TP was exactly right there. Somehow it missed it. Look at where it pulled back. So I had to bring my stop loss into break even around there, into profits around there. It has just taken me out as we speak. It just took me out. It just took me out. So that is where it has taken me out from, right there, where you see that arrow right there. That's where it has taken me out. But this is a trade we made since here. We entered that trade from there and dropped massively to that level. So congrats to those who were able to actually get this same trade, because we analyzed it yesterday, and those who were here for the same analysis. I told you, if it broke that level and failed to react back, we will be looking for the bulls. But it actually reacted there because we had already anticipated this same move. And for those who are on VIP signals, I gave that signal for you guys and we made that money. So enough of that. Let's look at today. So anticipation was come here, and then we get to see the bulls come in order to break this very resistance level. So let's look at it in detail. Delete that, remove history, execution marks. Let's now talk about today. How did yesterday close? Let's start from there. Yesterday close, yeah, it was a good momentum of bulls. Though it closed with some rejection coming in from sellers, right? What was the general trend? We were moving from this support. All right, so we are still very bullish. Even CCI agrees with us. We are still bullish. All right, H4 agrees also for the bulls. And now we have pulled back. To that very order block where this bullish momentum started from, right here. After this breakout, pulled back here, and now we should be seeing some good momentum of bulls getting in. Right, that's enough for me to understand what I need to know. So what do we have here? All right, price should be above our 10 MA now. Let's see. If price is above our 10 MA on H1, we will be looking for more bulls. Not yet. So it's not yet. So let's wait. We have to be patient now for price to be above our 10 MA on H1 for us to look for this heavy momentum to break out here. Yeah, we have to be patient with this now. Price is still below our 10 mm, meaning we are still bearish, and that's why we are seeing those kinds of rejection right there. But this is right now it is a support on H4 and H1. This is a support. Actually on H1, this is a support. So until price gives us a reaction and goes above our 10 MA, we cannot look at bulls. We have to be patient. I'm not looking at any sells because we have exhausted all these levels. I don't see it having any reason to come back again down below. I don't see any reason. For price to come back down below here. Do we have any reason? Oh man, I think we do have a reason. Why do I say this? This was our break of structure right here. This is our lower low. So externally we have our lower low, but we don't have a move trying to take out this lower low externally. We don't have it. Internally, one may say this is our lower high, then try to look for a lower low here, then this is a weird change of character internally, internal structure right there, which is very weird. So seeing this, one may argue and say price may look for this kind of move, trying to take this lower low out according to H4. I think the same thing is on daily time frame. Clearly you see that. So that tells you that we are still bearish according to market structure. Look at this. This is where we had our change of character to the downside according to daily time frame. Yep. Then we got our first lower low, lower high, then lower low right here. This is our lower high according to daily time frame. Right here, this is our lower high. So it's gonna look for a lower low. Probably it may come down here, or it may fail to break this support here, and then we get to see the bulls from this very level to take us back there. Why? Because we have a strong signal of bulls to come in. According to CCI, we have a strong signal right there. So having seen this, we are bearish, guys. We are bearish. Even though H1 and H4 are saying we need to look at bulls, no. Price action says different. We need to look at bears. We are still bearish. So let's now look at market structure according to according to H1. This becomes our change of character to the downside right here. Why? That is our higher high, higher low, high there, then drops here to break that higher low to give us a change of character. So this is our lower low. So the moment price comes back here, I will be patient to conclude, to make any conclusions. Yes, I wanted this to break out here and we continue with bulls, but now that I've seen what is on daily time frame, I think I may actually wait for a move like that right about there before I can make conclusions that price is going to actually break this and continue with the bulls. So having seen this, it's very clear for me of what I'm gonna actually wait for. So I'm gonna wait for price to be above my 10 MA on M15, above this level here. Then I may enter that bullish move according to M15, or I may not, because what is coming next may not break this level to actually continue with the bulls. We may get to drop down for the sells. If I work on the market structure of M15, this is where we saw our change of character to the downside. This was our lower low, lower high here, consolidation, then broke and continued with the sells. So we are very bearish as we speak. So this is going to be just like a mitigation move according to H1, and then later we drop massively for the sells. So having seen this, I don't want to say I'm 90% very concrete on what is going to happen, but I've showed you what higher time frame is doing. So according to higher time frame, we are going to see this drop according to higher time frame. At least 80% sure of this very move. If price fails to break this level, then we are getting this drop, massive drop, to give us this sell to this other daily H4, whatever you want to call it, level, which is a support actually right there. So that's it. Leave it on M15 and we call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you are following me, if you have the same account, if you trade the same things. If you do, congrats. If you don't, please use the link in the description below of this live stream to trade the same things. Get the account with that broker that I use and let us trade together. Remember to hit that thumbs up button if you're loving what you're seeing, if you love the analysis. And now let's get back to this. So ladies and gentlemen, we have about 3 minutes. I want you guys to allow me now. We no longer have any time for analyzing any other asset. Let's now drop to recap and we call it a day. Let's do our recap and we call it a day. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we started with gold. We started with gold right here, and I told you, according to gold, we are going to be looking at sells. We are bearish, strongly bearish. But I told you, if we don't see a reaction right here to pull back there, then you might want to sell immediately when you see probably H1 candle close below this level. But as of now, we are seeing some rejection, some reaction here to probably give us a pullback. So if on M5 we get to see something like this right here, a breakout right about there, then you might want to, for scalpers, they can think of entering that bull move to that level and then wait for the drop, because we are still very bearish. We are still bearish. Right, so that's it. That's today's whole analysis. Come here and then we start to anticipate bulls to come in strongly to break this level. The reason why we are not anticipating a breakout right now there is because there's this order block, which is the H4 H1 order block, that needs to be mitigated first before we get enough momentum to break that level. Generally, according to daily time frame, we are bullish, but we have to mitigate a level like this or another block like this, where this huge momentum started from right there of bulls, before we can get to see continuation of bulls. So price may first mitigate this level or this level before we get to see bulls again. So that's it. That's enough on gold. That's what we are looking at. So if price breaks that level, you have an opportunity to enter that bull, and then once we react there, then you have an opportunity to enter your drop sales later, probably in the New York session. But as of now, in the London session, we are looking at this pullback move. Hopefully, if it fails to close on H1 right here below that level, if H1 fails to close below this, then we have an opportunity for that pullback move. So until then, I will leave this on M5 for now. We also analyzed Boom 1000. We analyzed Boom 1000, and I told you this is currently going to be playing games within this range. It is ranging right here. So if price breaks down below here, you have an opportunity to continue selling because it is still bearish. But if it happens to break this level, we've been anticipating bulls on this fair value gap of H4. This level where we are, it's a fair value gap of H4, just like I showed you, those who were here when we started to analyze. So right there. So if price dares to break and closes above there, we will be anticipating the bulls massively. You can see already rejection coming in from the buyers right there on those H4 candles. So if it happens to close above there, we get straight in with bulls, with buys immediately. But if it fails and breaks down below here, we will continue with a sell drop to come to this H4 order block, where this bullish momentum started from, where this bullish momentum right here, where it started from, going there. So that is the order block right there. So if it comes back to that order block, then we wait for the bulls to come in. So for now, we leave it in this range where we are and wait for it to do its moves right there. That is on Boom 1000. We also analyzed V75. Now V75 is one of the assets that I'm likely to trade, probably if it gives me this kind of structure. It is still a long way to actually happen, so I don't know today whether we will get to see some of these assets come around or not. But until we see a structure we trade, we have no business with this asset right now. Yes, we are still very bearish because this is a break of structure right here. This is a break of structure. right there, according to H1, H4 and whatever. That is a break of structure, but H4 is actually not a break of structure right now, because this is just a week. All this is just a week, showing you that there is a strong rejection coming in from buyers. That's why I'm anticipating a bullish momentum right on this level. What is this level? You can clearly see to the left, that is an order block right there. That is an H4 order block where price is reacting on, and we've been waiting for bulls to start from here or to break this and continue with this drop sell. If price breaks that level, we will see big momentum sell. But if we don't see it, then we will be getting in with bulls, just like I've showed you on M15 and H1. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'll be anticipating on H1. Structure like this, then I enter my bulls. Lastly is jump 10. Jump 10 is still crazy. Jump 10, we have nothing to work with right now as I speak. Breakout there, we are still very bearish. Like I've told you, we are still very bearish according to higher time frame. Let me just repeat this for you. This market structure clearly shows you we are bearish. So this is our lower low right here. It has been looking for a lower high. In fact, let's add our 10 MA to confirm. Price has now gone back below our 10 MA, which shows that we are still bearish. You can clearly see. So according to H4, you will clearly see that. So pull back there, we get to enter the sells massively to come back here to look for a new lower low according to daily time frame and H4. So until then, we are bearish. We are not actually bullish. Only if it fails to break. If it pulls back here and breaks that level, then we get to be bullish. But until then, we are bearish. We are still strongly bearish. Forget about this internal structure, which may confuse you right here. Externally, we are bearish. All right. So what do we do now, Dan? What are you talking about? How can we trade this? According to M15, clearly we are bearish also. You can clearly see that break of structure here. And now this is just going to be a mitigation move to later give us a sell later. So can we enter buys? Yeah, I think so. I think you can enter buys. Let's confirm this trade. Let's confirm this, whether we can actually look for a bullish move. Yeah, it's gonna be a buy move is going to be valid, but it's gonna be slow. It may be slow and it may be confusing, maybe back and forth, and you may enter it now and stay in that trade for about 4 or 5 hours waiting for it to even hit the target. So instead, you may be patient and wait for the sells there. Yeah, to be honest, you don't need to trade it. You may wait for that, unless if you feel like this is the only trade you're looking at, then you can look at trading it in this way. Yeah, it's gonna pull back. So right here, now that I've seen something like this, let's do this. According to M5, this is a break of structure. Let's talk about this now. Break of structure, lower low, lower high, then drops here, gives us a low, right? So that becomes a fake change of character, or we can say change of character. So what I'm going to look for is a liquidity sweep. Is something like this. It's gonna try to come back here. This will be my liquidity sweep. So on this move, going back up is where my entry can be. Right there, second candle to the bulls, that can be my entry. If I don't see any liquidity sweep down below here, I have no business with this asset. So it may try to break this down below right here. So on pullback, then I can enter my bulls to take me all the way up there. So right now, no business. No business. According to M5, let me wait for this liquidity sweep. Liquidity sweep right here on this lower low according to M5. Then I can enter my bulls to take me all the way up there. So that's gonna be my trade. When it starts to go in, the uptrend, right about there, this is gonna be my trade. Later, if it happens, if it drops here, and my stop loss is gonna be that tight, and I'll be looking at a 1 to 5, hopefully, if it drops here, to look for this liquidity sweep. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the day. I want to wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time, 10:30 to 11:30. Tomorrow we will be adding, like I told you yesterday, I'll be adding the BTC analysis, and we'll be looking at it. I will no longer be doing it separately, just like we've always done. I'm gonna change that, and we'll be adding it to this very session of the morning. So starting with tomorrow, the BTC is going to be joining the morning session, and will not be having it in the 1 p.m. session. Yeah, I want to know, guys, I think tomorrow I'll do a poll, because I'm looking at adding a session of the New York, specifically to trade the Forex, assets, and gold. Yeah, just I'll make a poll tomorrow probably, or today. Those who are on our WhatsApp channel, let me know in the comment section. If you're not on the WhatsApp channel, please, there's a link in the description below to be part of our WhatsApp channel. That's where we make all these decisions, which assets to trade and which ones should we remove. So let me know. I may actually put a poll to vote and see whether we can actually do a New York session together. We just make it live and we trade probably that New York session together. So I'll be doing that. But also you guys can still let me know in the comment section what you think right now. Otherwise, I want to wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. See you tomorrow, same time. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.